What's up guys, Tommy here, bringing you a game of Team Deathmatch on Roundhouse on good old World at War, and I'm using the DP28 here with Flak Jacket, Satchel Charges and Extreme Conditioning, which is pretty much the standard class I use for any of the tank maps, just because I like to be that guy who runs around with a machine gun and just tries to take out as many tanks as possible. You can almost guarantee that people want to sit in tanks the whole game, so I kind of take the opportunity to put on the Flak Jacket, which almost always saves you from a tank shell unless it's like a direct hit. And just throw a couple of satchels to take him out. If you get it right underneath the tank, you can take it out in one satchel, but normally it takes two. Anyways, here's a little fun fact about the machine guns in this game for anyone who didn't play World at War back in the day. So all the machine guns in this game get access to the Bipod attachment, and it can be really good in some situations, although obviously not here because I couldn't hit the guy, but what it does is reduce the recoil to almost nothing and slightly increases the rate of fire as well, which is always nice. It's great for just kind of sitting in one place and holding down one position, spraying down a bunch of guys in one go. But it used to be a lot more useful because you used to be able to mount it on the ground literally anywhere you wanted to. And I think in the end they had to take that out just because people found some kind of glitch where you could either give yourself like infinite ammo just by sitting there or doing some kind of weird button combination. I don't know how exactly it worked, but either you could give yourself infinite ammo or you could actually duplicate the gun somehow and glitch underneath the map. And I think Roundhouse was definitely one of those maps where people used to do it a lot, so yeah, they took it out in the end just because I guess they couldn't find the way to fix it, so they just decided to take it out, but it's kind of a shame really, because I felt like that added a lot more usefulness to the machine gun in this game. Despite that, I still find them really fun to play, but yeah, first thing I want to say is, I just want to thank everyone for the positive feedback I got on my Pokémon Wi-Fi matches I've been putting up. I've put up 2 so far, and I am planning to put more up as well, although I'm kind of struggling to find many RU battles at the moment. It doesn't seem like many people are actually interested in the RU tier, which is kind of a shame because I really enjoy it, but if anyone is looking for an RU tier battle, I will also do some UU and OU at some point as well, but for the main part I'm looking for RU battles. But if anyone wants a battle, then just, if you send me a message on Twitter or personal message on YouTube, anything like that, then send me a friend code and we can arrange a battle sometime, because I'm really enjoying the competitive metagame at the moment. Still haven't won a match, which is a shame, but I'm getting there. Definitely learning the base mechanics of the game and, you know, learning how to out-predict people, that kind of thing, so it's all good fun. Pick up a Type 100 here for some submachine gun action, which is always nice. Get the old dogs. And just want to touch on a couple of things in the Modern Warfare 3 trailer that was released of survival mode and Spec Ops. Now, everything I say here is probably not going to be entirely true, so I'm just saying kind of what I've seen or what I expect to see from Modern Warfare 3, given having watched this trailer. I haven't analysed it in depth or watched all the way through several times, but I've watched a couple of times and, you know, I basically got a few ideas from what I saw. If you want a really in-depth analysis, I suggest finding another video, but I'm just going to give a couple of thoughts, because I'm kind of really excited after seeing that about what Modern Warfare 3 has to offer. So, first things first, a couple of the kill streaks I saw return. Now, these were in this mode only in the trailer, so I don't know if they'll carry across to multiplayer online as well, but from this, it looks like the Predator's going to be returning. Predator Missile and the AC-130. And honestly, I have no idea if they're tweaking the number of kills you need for them, or their power, or whatever, but it looks like those two are returning for sure. There were also signs of dogs. Now, they did have dogs in Modern Warfare 2 as well, in the missions like Evasion, where the attack dogs would be there and you have to avoid them. But obviously, they didn't come up in the multiplayer, so I guess they could put the dogs in as a kill streak in multiplayer, but one, it wouldn't really fit the era, and two, I don't think they will anyway, but it would be fun to see anyways, because I love the dogs in this and Black Ops. But actually, it's said at some point that they have dogs with explosives attached to them, which in my opinion is just, you know, one step away from being Worms Armageddon with the exploding sheep and the exploding grandmas, but it could be fun. I would love to see exploding dogs as like a 20 kill streak. That would be the epitome of hilarity for me, but other things they showed were the riot shield is returning. Now, I was a big fan of the riot shield in Modern Warfare 2. However, I did have one little complaint about it, which is the fact that the hit detection was sometimes slightly off. As in, I guess it's mostly connection related, but there were times where you could be pointing at a guy and they'd always find some kind of way to knife your little toe or something. And I don't know why I thought I could beat that guy with the Nambu from that kind of range, by the way. Yeah, I'm hoping they've made some kind of tweaks to the riot shield in order to buff it a little bit more, because I always felt like it was slightly underpowered compared to the other possible weapons you could have chosen as your primary, but it's kind of good to see the riot shield returning. It's always good fun to use. So yeah, other thing I noticed was this whole game mode, this survival mode, which is in Spec Ops, it kind of reminded me a lot of the Last Stand mode in the original Time Splitters. And also at the same time zombies from Black Ops and World at War, because you're kind of staying in one kind of area, and you're holding off waves and waves of these enemies that keep coming at you. And I think someone also mentioned that it was similar to Counter-Strike. Now, I can't even verify this, because honestly I've never even played Counter-Strike, but somebody said it was similar to that in that when you kill people, you get money and stuff. And there's also like challenges within this survival mode, like, you know, get a 4 melee kill streak or whatever. And when you do these little challenges, you get extra money. With this money you can buy new guns, new perks, probably new kill streaks, I guess. I think I saw the sentry gun in there at some point. And so it just generally looks like a really fun mode to play in my opinion, so definitely looking forward to that. As for the other stuff they showed, the point streak at the end. Now, they showed one little small clip at the end as like a little teaser. This was actually off the multiplayer mode. They did this before with the Semtex, I think, in Modern Warfare 2. They showed like 402 getting destroyed by a Semtex, but in this one, once again, the stealth clown has become victimized by another explosive. It was some kind of Claymore-ish, bouncing Betty-ish type of mine, which killed him as he walked near it, I guess. It looked pretty fun anyway. I have no idea what it's called, though. But what interested me the most was at the end it showed a point streak. It said he got to a 14-point streak or something, and then he unlocked the Juggernaut kill streak. Now, the idea that your kill streak is based on points and not just kills really is impressive to me, like the fact that they've included that. So you can cap a flag and count towards your kill streak, pretty much. So that really interested me, and the idea of becoming a Juggernaut for a 14 kill streak is just hilarious. I just can't wait to try out some of the stuff they put in. So yeah, that was the gameplay, 32 kills and 2 deaths. Let me know in the comments what you're expecting from Modern Warfare 3 and if you're excited about it or not, because I definitely am. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye.